Very good morning, my dear students. By today, we are going to see Standard 7th Social Geography Unit 2. The unit name is Landforms. Okay, before starting with landforms, what we have learned in Unit 1? Yeah, Unit 1, we have learnt about the interiors of the earth. Okay, what are the interiors of the earth we have seen? Yeah, interior means the inside of the earth, isn't it? Okay, by now we are going to see the landforms, that means the external process of our earth, isn't it? Okay, let us start with the lesson with the learning objectives. To know the landforms which are created by rivers. Okay, in this one we are going to see the types of landforms, isn't it? This landforms, it consists of river, glacier, wind and sea waves. Okay, let us see how it gets created and what we are now going to learn. Landforms which are created by rivers. Okay, landform means the land area. Okay, the first, the river where it gets created or where it gets originate, so that we are now going to learn. And the second one, to describe about the landforms are created by the glacial action, that is glacier is also called a glacial actions, isn't it? Next, to classify the landforms which are produced by the wind action. First we see about the land, next we see about the glacial action, then next we are going to see about the wind action, isn't it? Then the fourth point, to identify the various landforms about sea waves. Okay, what are the sea waves we have seen here? Yeah, we have seen the sea waves like lagoons, bar, beaches, etc. So these are the sea waves, that is the landform sea waves. Okay, to compile the landforms which are produced by a work of a river, glacier, wind and sea waves. Do you know? Yeah, the landforms. By this lesson we are going to learn about the rivers, glaciers, the wind action, that is wind, and the sea waves, isn't it? Okay, origin by river. Yeah, river means the water that flows from the top and it reaches the ocean, so that is the river. And the glacier means, yeah, a mass of ice that moves slowly down a valley, isn't it? So that is also a type of glaciers only. So glacier means, underline the word and write it down, a mass of ice that moves slowly down a valley. This is called a glacier. Then wind, you know already what is in by wind, isn't it? Yeah, so wind also, it makes a landform. The best example is desert. If you see the desert, due to the wind, what happened, it seems like a sand dunes. In Tamil we say manal manal kundrugal, that like so when the sand, it gets isolated and it moves, what happened, it seems like a mountain, it seems like a small mountain, like, so that is called a wind sand dunes, isn't it? Then, and the sea waves, just now I told you sea waves. By the sea waves it forms beaches, yeah, slits, lagoons. So these are the landforms of the sea waves, isn't it? So by this lesson we are going to see the landforms of river, glacier, wind and sea waves, isn't it? Okay, let us get into the introduction of this lesson. Before starting this lesson, I want to say about, in the early class we have learned that the surface of the earth is not the same, isn't it? So the surface of the earth, it is not an same. So the earth has an infinite variety of landforms, different types of landforms. What are the landforms we have seen? Yeah, mountain, plateau, plain and valleys. These are the best examples for landforms. Okay, some part of the lithosphere. What does mean by lithosphere? Anybody have any idea about lithosphere? Okay, litho means land. So, lithosphere is the solid outer part of the earth, isn't it? So, the outermost part of the earth, that is the solid part. It is called a lithosphere. You see, the landforms are of two processes. One is endogenetic process, the another one is exogenetic process. But here they mentioned as endogenic process and exogenic process. What is in by endogenic process? Endogenic process means the internal process we have seen in the first lesson. So, what are the endogenetic process we have seen? Yeah, in the earth, interior processing like crust, mantle, and core. We have seen about the crust, mantle, and core. Okay. Apart from that, what is mean by exogenic process? Exogenic process, it means the external process. Exogenic process means, yeah, it seems the external process. In this, what happened? Let us see. The endogenic process, this is the internal process. This is the internal process. In this one, you see, it leads to the upliftment. It leads to the upliftment and the sinking. Okay, what is in the sinking? Yeah, sinking means we can say it is very dry, that is மூழ்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல. So that is the sinking. So if the upliftment means it coming up and the sinking means it goes down, isn't it? So in the endogenic process, what happened means in the internal process, due to the crust movement, the upliftment and the sinking of the earth surface, it led. In the earth surface, there is upliftment, it goes up and down in the earth crust. We have known already the crust are of two types. One is continental crust and the another one is oceanic crust, isn't it? So this process, it goes in the internal of the earth surface. So that seems to call the endogenetic process, isn't it? Okay, let us see the second point. Exogenic process. Exogenic process is the external process. Exogenic process is the external process. So the land surface of the earth, so the outermost of the earth, it says about the external process. It is the continuous wearing down and rebuilding of the land surface. What does it say? Yeah, it is a continuous wearing down. So what happened in external process? So all the process, it goes very continuously and rebuilding of the land surface. So what happened? Building means, yeah, it's building. Rebuilding means what? It cannot rebuild the land formed. So the rebuilding of the land surfaces goes on in the external process. So we are now going to learn about the landforms. Okay, by that I am very clear to say you about what is meant by gradation. Gradation is the process of leveling of highland through erosion and filling up of lowland through deposition. So gradation means it says about the how we can say means from the topmost to down the highland. The highland means you can imagine like a mountain from there. So the leveling of highland through erosion. Erosion means, yeah, it get eroded. So that is the erosion. அரிப்பு, மண் அரிப்பு, மலை அரிப்புன்னு சொல்றது தெரியுங்களா? So that is called a erosion. So these all happened. Where it's happened? From the highland. From there the erosion, the process of being eroded. The erosions we have seen like wind erosion, water erosion and other natural agent erosion also we have seen, isn't it? So in this one you see the erosion from the highland, it process and it fill up of lowland. From highland it comes away and it filling up the lowlands through deposition. Deposition means the settlement is okay. So from the top, the highland what happened? It gets eroded. அங்கர்ந்து அந்த மண் அரிப்பு ஏற்பட்டு it comes from the top and it filling up the lowland. So கீழ வந்து it gets settled, it get deposited. So through deposition it filling up the lowlands. So it covers the lowlands by the erosion itself from highland. Then landforms. The landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes. So this landforms, it consists of two processes. One is weathering and erosion. What is in by weathering? Yeah, weathering is the breaking and falling part into two pieces of the rock on the earth's surface. You see, in weathering is one of the exogenic process. Okay, so in this weathering we are having three types of weathering. One is physical weathering, chemical weathering and biological weathering. Okay, after I am describing this three weathering, this weathering is very easy for you. Okay, what does this weathering says? This weathering says there are three types of weathering. One is physical, chemical and biological. Physical means it happen very naturally, and chemical means by the oxidation, carbonation and hydration and the solution it contains. And the next one is biological weathering. This biological weathering happens when the plants, animals and the human activities it gets penetrated into the biological things. So these three are the weathering processes. In that one, what happened? It gets breaking and falling part into the small pieces of the rock on the earth's surface. So you see, due to whether it is a physical or chemical processing in the earth's surface, that it makes a breaking or broken. Okay, what is get full broken? Yeah, the rocks it get broke into a small pieces. So the weathering is the breaking and the falling part into the small pieces of the rocks. And the small rocks the என்ன the earth surface வந்து small pieces of rocks வந்து split ஆகி broke ஆயிடுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொல்றாங்க. The next one you see erosions. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice and sea waves. Just now I told you what is meant by erosion. Yeah, it's get eroded by the wind, water and the natural agents. In that, from the landscape, from the landmass, it have a different agents, it gets eroded in it. Okay, water. The water, it's what happened? For best example we can take for flood. Okay, during the flood what happened? All the materials in the river it rushed up and come and deposited in a lower area. So from the island, through the erosion it come and filled up the lowlands through the deposition. So மேலந்து வரக்கூடிய அந்த வாட்டர்ல வரக்கூடிய அந்த எல்லாமே it gets eroded. அந்த மண் அரிப்பாலையோ இல்ல what we can say means like things or materials, some other things. So அது வந்து என்னன்னா lower landல fill ஆகுது by the deposition. So this is also a one type of erosion. And wind, in before slide itself I taught you wind it says about the desert only. In desert only, due to the wind flows, what happen means the sand it comes and build like a mountain, it is called a sand dunes. So this is also a one type of erosion. After the wind it gets eroded by the sand too. Then the ice also it get erosion and it's form a river. And the sea waves, in sea waves also you get erosion, depositions, everything. So in this lesson we are going to see about the erosion and depositions of the landforms, isn't it? Okay, you see the picture of this river. Okay, you see this is the river picture. What does it says? Yeah, it says about the river landforms. It says about the river landforms. So what does mean by source? Source means where the river it gets originate. The river where it gets started. And தண்ணியானது எங்க ஊத்தெடுக்குது. So that place, the origin, the starting point of the river is called a source, isn't it? So you see here it start from here and it comes flows by a different types of courses and it reached the oceans. So the river landform, it consists of three courses. One is the upper course, this is the upper course, and this is the middle course, and this is the lower course. Okay, let us see about the river, waterfall, tributaries and etc. River, the water flowing from its source to river mouth. So what is meant by river? From source, from the top to the river mouth. Where the river mouth is located? Here. The source, the river, it starts from the source to the river mouth. River mouth means all these courses, it's come and let into the ocean. This place is called a river mouth. So the river, it starts from source and it's come till the river mouth. It is called a river. In that one, along a definite course is called a river. It originates from a mountain or hill. So the river, it starts from whether it is a river, whether it is a mountain or a small hill. Okay, do you know the difference between hill and mountain? Yeah, yes. The mountain, the hill, it is smaller than the mountain, and the mountain, it is still higher than the hill. Okay, you see, the place of origin of the river is known as its source. So the origin of river, where the river it gets originate, it gets orange. So that place is called source. So that place is called source. And the river mouth means, yeah, the lake, sea and ocean. These three comes and join in a river mouth as I shown in the picture. So whether it is a sea or whether it is a lake or whether it is some of their oceans. So this part, it joins in this line. This part is called a river mouth. So where the river it gets originate, that part is called a source, and where the river, seas, oceans are joined, that place is called a river mouth. So this is the starting point of the river and this is the ending point of the river. So I hope you are very clear the source and the river mouth. Okay, so this is the source and the river mouth. Next you see the tributaries. A stream or river that flows into and join a main river. In that one it says whether it is a river that flows into and join a main river. What happened? It also made in some of their source. From there it originates and come and it mingle into the tributaries. We say it as a Tunai Nadigal. That like we say no, that only. So Tunai Argal. Then distributary, a stream that branches off and follows away from a mainstream. So from the mainstream, the distributors, it gets separated. So that it is called a distributary. The running water in the river, it eroded and creates a steep side valley like the letter V, known as a V-shaped valley. You see, I show in the picture. See the tributaries. From here it started a source and it's come by a stream and is joined with the main river. It joins with the main river and it extends its water into the ocean. So this is called a tributaries. It sources in one place and is come and join in the main river. So this is called your tributaries. Okay, you see, this is the V-shaped valley. That's why we say it as a V. You see, it is a steep side. A steep side means a sloping side. So it you see, it seems like a slanting one. So it is a V-shaped valley. How does this V-shaped valley is formed? Yeah, by the running water in the river. So this is the river, from the running water by the river, it gets eroded. So here it gets eroded. Eroded means what? Man aripu. So here if the water it goes means what happen, some days it gets eroded. அந்த இடத்துல என்ன ஆகும், மண் தண்ணி போயிட்டே இருந்துச்சுன்னா அந்த இடத்துல மண் என்ன ஆகும், அரிப்பு ஆகிடும். ஸோ இது ஃபுல்லாக இருந்தது என்னாச்சு, மண் அரிப்பாய் it seems like a V-shaped valley. So this is the V-shaped valley, so which creates a steep side valley. So these are the steep sides. So this is the steep side valley is called a V-shaped valley. Okay, that only we have seen here. The running water in the river, the running water it gets erodes and create a steep side valley by a letter shaped V. It is called a V-shaped valley. So this is the V-shaped this is the river landforms. Okay, in that one there is a V-shaped valley because this V-shaped valley it flows in between of some mountains only. This valley will be formed. Okay, let us see the falling of rivers. So now waterfalls. The falling of river water over a vertical step is called a waterfalls. How it says? Okay, let us see the waterfall picture. You see the picture here. From the source the river it comes and by the vertical step it seems like a waterfall. Why it seems like a vertical step? Yeah, why means here you see this is the hard rock. While it comes here, so this place this is the very soft rock. So what happen, automatically here the erosion it comes and it seems like a vertical step, so it looks like a waterfalls. Then what are the best example of waterfalls in our Tamil Nadu means Kutralam Falls. Do you know where the Kutralam is located? In Tenkasi district. So this Kutralam Falls it across the river Chittar in our Tamil Nadu. Chittar, where this Kutralam river is originate in the Chittar only. So from the Chittar hill only, what happened, from the Chittar river there it gets originate and from the falls of Kutralam it gets flowed. Okay, so அந்த சித்தார்லேருந்து அந்த ரிவர் வந்து அது குற்றாலம் ஃபால்ஸ் வழியாக நம்மளுக்கு மேலே வந்து கீழே வந்து வேர்ட்டிக்கலாக ஃப்ளோ ஆகிட்டுருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஓகே, யூ சி the soft rocks are removed by the erosions. So soft rocks மட்டும் தான் it is removed by the erosions. மண் அரிப்பால் அது எரோட் ஆகி ஃபால்ஸாக சீம் ஆகிடுது, உங்களுக்கு அப்படி கண்ணுக்கு தெரியுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்கிறாங்க. The highest waterfall is Angel Falls of Venezuela. So highest waterfall in the world level highest waterfall என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா Angel Falls of Venezuela. எங்கே இருக்குது? in South America. Please write it down. Then Niagara Falls between Canada and USA. Niagara Falls எங்க இருக்கு? Niagara Falls is located on the border between the Canada and USA in North America. Niagara Falls it is in North America and Angel Falls it is in South America. Okay, let us see the Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe in Africa. So Victoria Falls is in Africa, Niagara Falls in North America and the Angel Falls in South America. So these four, this is in our Tamil Nadu. Kuttalam Falls you know very well, this is in our Tamil Nadu. So we are having four best examples of waterfalls. So Kuttalam Falls, Angel Falls, Niagara Falls and Victoria Falls. So these are the falls in our world. Okay, let us see the Plunk Pool. Plunk Pool is a hollow features at the base of a waterfall which is formed by cavitation. Okay, do you know what is mean by cavity? In our mouth we have teeth. In that what happen? There is a hole it forms. So that is called a cavity. So from the top if we chew and eat means that it makes a cavity. That like only this plug pool. I will show you in the picture. You see here So by the waterfalls, this is the water, it gets originate and it comes. This is the hard rock you see, and this one is the soft rock. So the hard rock, it doesn't get erosion. By the soft rock, it gets eroded. So what happen? You see the size from here to here, it comes and it flows here. So while it comes and it makes a rub in, it means the soft rocks, it get eroded by the erosion and it seems like a flow. Okay, after it flowing, what happened? By the stream flowing, a speed of velocity means speed. So by the speed of stream, what happened? Here you see like a hole, like I say in the cavity, no? So what will happen from top to down? If you pour water means, for example, you put a mud in the street road, you built like one mountain, and after you pour, what happened? In the center part, it will make like a hole like one, isn't it? So that likes only from the top, when it comes and flows into it, it seems like a pool. That is the plug pool development. So you see here, do you know pool? Swimming pool, do you know? Yeah, that like only. Here it seems like a pool one. So every waterfalls at the down area, at the sinking area, we have a pool like development. Okay, the first one is undercutting. What happened? The water, it comes and it flows. You see here, it seems like a undercutting. Whether the man he used to go and cut it? No, by the erosion, it seems like a undercutting, isn't it? The second one, overhang collapse. So what happened? The hard rocks and soft rocks, it get collapsed and it makes erosion in this part. So the river, it flows down. After the flows down, it makes a pool development, the plunk pool development. Then while you pour the water in the down means, it gets split up. So the waterfalls retreats upstream. So what happens? See, it comes up only, the bubbles or this one. So all this come upstreams. So the waterfall, it retreats to upstreams. Then fifth one, the steep gorge like valleys. So you see, there you see means a steep means a slope like one. So a steep gorge like valley. So it can be seen here. What is in the gorge? Yeah, gorge means a narrow valley with steep sides and a river running through it. So this seems like a gorgeous, like a valley. Okay, so a river running through it. So this is the steep gorge like valley. So here it seems like a gorge like valley, it seems. So this is the formation of our waterfall, isn't it? So the plunk pool development means by this water, by the overlapping collapsion of the hard rocks and soft rocks, it get fall down and it seems like a pool development. Okay dears, I hope you are very clear in this lesson. Once again, I am recalling from the introduction. You please listen. So we are having the two processing. One is endogenetic process, exogenetic process. Endogenetic means internal process. By this lesson, we are going to see about the exogenic process only, that is the external process, about the land surface areas. Okay, first exogenic process is landform, that is weathering and erosion. Weathering means எந்த விதமான weathering it is, whether it is a physical, chemical or it is a biological weathering. Something happen into a small piece of rock, that is a earth surface, it gets separated due to breaking or broken. Okay, then erosion means மண் அரிப்பு, it gets eroded in the landscape. What are the erosions we have? Water erosion, wind erosion, ice erosion and sea waves erosion. Next one, river. You see where the river it gets start, that place is called source. then the river where it gets stopped, that place is called river mouth. The in between, it is considered as three part. This from here, this is the upper part, then the middle, this is the lower part, and the middle part, upper part, middle part, and this is the lower part. Okay, so waterfalls is a vertical step due to the erosion. So tributaries, it start from another and it comes and mingle in the main stream, isn't it? Okay dears, thank you. We may see in the next class about the Oxbow Lake, then Manders. Okay, thank you. Please recall everything.